Today we're discussing Telus and their journey to the top. But first, I just want to thank all of you viewers who are out there checking out the content. Really appreciate all of your support. If you want to check out my last video about CN Rail, the link is up here in the corner or below in the description. Alright, so Telus, the company that makes the future friendly. Canada's telecom industry is actually dominated by three major players: Bell, Telus, and Rogers. Telus just happens to have been my first cell phone provider, so we're making a video about them now. There was just something about them that was minimal, warm, and inviting. Maybe it's the cute and adorable animals presented in their ads. They give us this strong feeling about the brand. They're currently the second biggest telecom company in Canada by market cap, hovering just over 40 billion Canadian dollars, only behind Bell Canada. Today, they are a dynamic and trailblazing tech company that is energized by their purpose to give back to communities as they serve over 160 countries. It wasn't always this way for the optimistic and sustainable telecom giant. This video looks at the four main reasons explaining the rise of Telus and their journey to the top. Let's take it back to the origins. Before there was Telus, there was the Alberta government telephones, and they ran most of the province's phone lines from 1906 to 1991. They were actually formed by Alexander Cameron Rutherford under Alberta's Liberal government after the province had recently acquired many independent telephone companies. They had even taken over Bell's Alberta operations in 1908 for a whopping $675,000, which was a large sum at the time. Adjusted for inflation in today's money, it would be equal to $17 million. I can't even imagine what I would do with that kind of phone line money. You know, it's pretty surprising that they didn't even operate within the Edmonton area, since that city was already served by their Edmonton municipal government. AGT, on the other hand, was run by the province's Department of Public Works as a public utility, until it became a crown corporation, known as the Alberta Government Telephones Commission in 1958. They also operated CKUA, the province's educational radio station, from around the time World War II ended until 1960. And in 1990, Alberta's PM Don Getty began the process to privatize AGT and form Telus as a holdings company that would receive the transferred ownership interest shares from AGT. They had the biggest IPO in Canadian history up to that point. After this, Telus would go on to acquire Edmonton Telephones Corporation, EdTel, from the municipality in 1995. Just like that, the AGT and EdTel brands would be retired by 1996. From then on, Telus would become the name to represent the brand. All its products and companies would of course also take its brand name as well. In 1999, Telus would merge with BC Tel to form the company we all know today, Telus Corporation. After this, Telus would move its headquarters from Edmonton westward to Burnaby, BC. I can only imagine this was probably for the scenic views. In the aftermath of that merger, Telus would also become the second largest telecommunications company in Canada, only behind Bell. They would eventually move to Vancouver, BC after the completion of Telus Garden. Darren Entwistle would then join Telus in the year 2000, becoming the company's president and CEO, and is still holding the fort to this day. He's actually the longest serving CEO in the global telecom industry. Through his dynamic leadership, Telus really evolved from a regional provider serving parts of Western Canada to a national tech giant who strives to take on social purpose initiatives while harboring an innovative mindset. Darren has several chips on his shoulders that showcase his contributions. The most notable is one he would receive in 2018, when he would be appointed to the Order of Canada for his contributions to communities and Canada as a whole. This brings us to the first reason for their rise. Their financial performance matches their strong social and environmental responsibility. Being Canada's second largest telecom company obviously means that Telus demonstrates strong financial performances. They have recorded net profits every year since their privatization, except for a loss of $236 million in 2002. Flash forward 20 years, and they would be generating a net profit of $1.72 billion. In terms of ESG, environmental, social, and governance, They ranked highest amongst North American telecom companies on Corporate Knights Global 100 Most Sustainable Corporations and on Dow Jones Sustainability Index. They were actually the only telecom company ranked on Wall Street Journal's top 100 most sustainably managed companies in the world. Telus aims to have 100% of their electricity requirements produced from renewable or low-emitting sources by 2025, and currently they are at 71% of meeting that goal. They also have a strong social impact. In 2022, the Telus Friendly Future Foundation and 13 Canadian Telus community boards gave grants of $10.6 million to 548 Canadian charities and more than $800,000 to over 125 charities to support projects around the world. They also committed $1.25 million to help BC recover from unprecedented fire and flood damage. Telus even planted their 1 millionth tree this year to help mitigate climate change by replenishing forests and sea forests. With all this good karma, it's no wonder that they are Canada's second largest telecom company. This ties to the second reason for their rise. Telus focuses on addressing the most pressing social challenges. For one, they are on a mission to improve healthcare accessibility and quality for about 25 million Canadians by providing virtual and digital healthcare solutions through Telus Health. In 2022, they even acquired LifeWorks, which expanded their reach in the healthcare space. Their Health for Good initiative also expanded the amount of clinics to 14, which allows them to serve over 94,000 patient visits since the start of this program, and over 45,000 in 2022 alone. 36% of those same patients would not have had access to healthcare otherwise, not to mention that they also offer free virtual mental health counseling to marginalized and low-income individuals, helping them take back control of their well-being. It doesn't just stop there. Telus also does great to our communities through their Internet for Good, Tech for Good, and Mobility for Good initiatives. In a nutshell, these initiatives provide low-income seniors with low-cost, high-speed internet, keeping them connected with the world. It also provides individuals with disabilities with customized recommendations and training on assertive technology for mobility devices, and provides free smartphones and data plans to Indigenous women at risk. Telus is paving the way for large companies by having a strong positive impact on our society. On top of that, they also improve food security and sustainability for 800 million hungry people around the world through their Telus Agriculture division. This division provides innovative solutions to support the agriculture industry and improves the global food system. Telus just continues to showcase their commitment to making the future friendly. If you like this kind of content and want to have an impact on the channel, the best way to show your support is completely free. Just like this video, share it with your homies, and subscribe to the channel. That last one will make sure you are notified when I release the next video that discusses the successes and failures of another Canadian company. Alright, so Telus delivers large revenues because it focuses on different streams of income. I would bet that most Canadians are familiar with their personal solutions, which offer their customers internet, home phone, cell phone, TV, online security, and smart home security services. That last one may not be known to you, but Telus actually purchased ADT Canada in 2019 for 700 million Canadian dollars. Telus also offers a suite of solutions to small, medium, and commercial businesses. They also offer solutions to their Telus International customers as digital customer experience leaders who provide next-generation AI and content management solutions to the global brands across different sectors. This is what I believe to be the third reason for their rise. Telus uses and leverages their technological advantage, as well as promote digital innovation. We mentioned it briefly earlier, but by becoming a leader in Canadian telecommunications, Telus inadvertently became a Canadian tech giant with digital proficiencies that are unmatched by many Canadian competitors. Telus has invested a lot of money and resources on digitizing medical records, food traceability, and supply chain management. This allows them to be a great solutions provider to their Telus Health, Telus Agriculture, and Telus International customers. They can deliver real solutions and insights to these customers by connecting the global supply chain. This improves their clients' productivity and maintains their sustainable quality, all while also ensuring the traceability of products so consumers can trust where products originate from. Plus, they can also use this tech to improve the customer experience of end consumers. To get to this point, Telus had to invest a lot in their technology so they can offer their clients with advanced data and AI solutions that streamlines operations and improves the well-being of their end consumer. By leveraging all their technology, Telus has been able to drive social change and create wonderful results around the world. The fourth and final reason for their rise is their leadership in growth. I mean, what hasn't grown since this company privatized? In the last 10 years alone, they have showcased revenue growth year over year, every single year. Since the year 2000, they have displayed a revenue increase of 200% and earnings increase of almost 275%, which represents a very strong and healthy growth during that time. Heck, their surge during that period far outpaces Bell Canada. On top of that, their customer growth rate is also outpacing their main competitors Bell and Rogers. In the last 10 years, they've seen a subscription increase of 24% for wireless services, 70% for internet services, and 63% for TV services. The last one is especially shocking when you think about who even has a TV subscription with their telecom provider anymore. Streaming platforms like Netflix, Disney+, and Prime Video have certainly taken from that market share to a point where Rogers' growth in the same period is minus 28%. Telus is doing something right if they can continuously increase their amount of subscribers. If I lived out west, I would probably be subscribed too. All these reasons play a contributing role in the rise of Telus. The end result is brand value we Canadians can trust and can be loyal to. We have a great perception of Telus because they are recognized as a global leader in social purpose by various organizations and publications. There are many reasons that played a role in their journey to the top, but the main ones I believe are the strongest contributors are their ability to have strong financial performances while being a socially and environmentally responsible company, their focus on addressing current social challenges, their ability to use and leverage their technological advantage to promote digital innovation, and finally, they are an industry leader in growth. So like this telecom titan, let's make the future friendly. And if you have some cool stories about Telus or any of the other Canadian telecom providers, I'm all ears and eager to hear all about them in the comment section. Who was your first provider? You already know mine was Telus. Do you have a TV subscription from Telus? If you do, how's their service? Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.